Hi students, welcome back to online classes. So see the next question number 14. So what is the question number 14 is probability of solving a specific problem independently by A and B. The probability of solving a problem, specific problem, A is 1 by 2 and B solves the problem 1 by 3. Respectively, if both try to solve the problem independently, A and B are independent events, okay, find the probability that the problem is solved. The problem is solved. That meaning is the problem will solve the A or B or both also. By combined both also they can solve the problem. I need that we have to solve the problem. That is the meaning. Exactly one of them solves the problem. Exactly one of them solves the problem, meaning is A solves the problem. In that case, B does not solve the problem. Or if A does not solve the problem, in that case, B solves the problem. That is the meaning. Exactly one of them solves the problem, meaning is if A solves the problem, then B does not solve the problem. Or if A does not solve the problem, then B solves the problem. Then what is the probabilities are, okay. So see that one here, students. What is that? Let P of A is the probability of solving specific problem by A. So what is the P of A? P of A is the probability of solving the specific problem by A. So that is nothing but, already they are given, P of A is equal to 1 by 2. P of A is equal to 1 by 2. Let P of B, what is the P of B? Is the probability of solving specific problem by B. B solves the problem. What is the probability that? That is nothing but P of B is equal to, what is the P of B? P of B is nothing but 1 by 3. P of B is equal to 1 by 3. So P of A is a 1 by 2 and P of B is a 1 by 3. So given A comma B solves the problem independently. A comma B solve the problem independently. That implies probability of A intersection B is equal to P of A into P of B. So that is equal to, that implies P of A intersection B is equal to, what is the P of A, students? P of A is nothing but a 1 by 2 into, what is the P of B? P of B is nothing but 1 by 3. So that implies P of A intersection B is equal to 1 by 6. P of A intersection B is equal to 1 by 6. So what is the question is, the problem is solved. That is the first question. First one is, the first question, students. The problem is solved. The problem is solved. What is the meaning is that? P of A union B is equal to, P of A union B is equal to the probability that the problem is solved. The problem is solved. What is the meaning of P of A union B? The probability that the problem is solved. That meaning is the problem solves the A or B or both. So that is nothing but probability of A union B is equal to, what is the formula, students? P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. So that is nothing but P of A plus P of B minus P of A into P of B. Why? Because A comma B are independent events. P of A value is nothing but 1 by 2 plus P of B value is 1 by 3 minus P of A 1 by 2 into P of B is 1 by 3. So that is equal to, take the LCM, students, take the 6 LCM. So that is nothing but the 3 plus 2 minus 1, that is nothing but 5 minus 1, that is nothing but 4 by 6. So that is nothing but 2 by 3. What is the P of A union B? P of A union B is the probability that the problem is solved. That meaning is P of A union B is nothing but A solves the problem, B solves the problem minus P of A intersection B. That means in the case of A and B also solves the problem. So that is nothing but P of A plus P of B minus P of A into P of B. Why? Because A comma B are independent events. Just replace the values, you will get the answer. Okay. So see the second case. What is the second case, students? Exactly one of them solves the problem. Exactly one of them solves the problem. So what is the meaning is that? See the second one. So probability of exactly one of them solves the problem. Exactly one of them solves the problem. What is the meaning is this? Exactly one of them solves the problem meaning is nothing but P of A, meaning is A solves the problem. In that case B does not solve the problem. That is the P of B complement plus if A does not solve the problem, P of A complement, that meaning is nothing but A does not solve the problem. In that case B solves the problem. If A solves the problem, then B does not solve the problem. If A does not solve the problem, then B solves the problem. That means exactly one of them solves the problem. So that is nothing but, that is equal to P of A into P of B complement. P of B complement is nothing but 1 minus P of B plus P of A complement 1 minus P of A into P of B. So replace the value, students. P of A value is nothing but 1 by 2 into 1 minus 1 by 3 plus 1 minus 1 by 2 into 1 by 3. So take the LCM, 1 by 2 into, take the LCM here, it is a 2 by 3 plus take the LCM 1 by 2 into 1 by 3. So that is nothing but, take the LCM is the 6. So that is nothing but the 2 plus 1. So that is equal to 3 by 6. So that is equal to 1 by 2. That is equal to 1 by 2. So see that question, students. See the next question, question number 15. So what is the question number 15 is? One card is drawn at random from a well shuffled deck of 52 cards. In which of the following cases are E and F are independent events? They are asking that you have to check that independent events are not. Okay. So see that one. See the first question. What is the first question is? E. What is E? The card drawn is a spade. What is F? The card drawn is an ace. So first see that one. Out of these 52 cards, how can you separate the terms here? Out of the 52 cards, out of the 52 you have 26 red cards and 26 black cards. 26 red and 26 black cards. So these 26 red cards you can separate into two parts once again. So the first one is the heart symbol and the next one is the diamond. And the 26 black color cards we can separate into two parts. One is the spade and the next one is a As, that is a spade and club. Spade and club. So what is that one? One is the spade and another one is the club. So these are the chords, 26 plus 26, that is the 52 chords. These are the symbols. So in the each symbol you have 13 chords are there. So what is that chords are? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, J, Q, K and As. Similarly, this one also same. This one also same. You can get the same numbers. So each one have 13 chords. Each one have 13 chords. Each one have 13 chords. This is the 13 and this is the 13 and this is the 13 and this is also 13 chords. So each symbol have the 13 chords. So what they are asking to you, so see that first question. What is the first question, students? So see that one. So in the first question, what is that? E. What is E? E is the card drawn is a spade. What I am taking that? P of E. P of E is equal to the probability. The probability that the drawn card is an as. Is an as. So what I am told that one, how many as cards are there? As is heart symbol is 1, diamond symbol is 1 and club is 1 and spade is 1. So total 4 cards are there out of 52 cards. Out of 52 cards, how many as cards are there? 4 cards are as cards. Okay, so here what I will take that one, what is the probability of drawn card is an as? That is nothing but 4C1 by 52C1. 4C1 by 52C1. Why? Because in the deck of cards you have 4 as cards are there out of 52. What is the probability of drawn card is an as? That is nothing but 4C1 by 52C1. That is nothing but 4 by 52. So that is nothing but 1 by 13. 1 by 13. Next, probability of F. What is the P of F? See that one, students. What is the F? F is nothing but the card drawn is an as. The card, 1 minute. What is the P of E actually? That is the F actually. What is the P of E, students? So see that one. What is the P of E? E is nothing but the card drawn is a spade. How many spade cards are there? How many spade cards are there? 13 spade cards are there. Are you understanding that? The drawn card is a spade. The drawn card is a spade. So how many spade cards are there? 13 spade cards are there out of 52. So that is nothing but 13C1 by 52C1. So that is nothing but 13 by 52. So that is nothing but 1 by 4. 1 by 4. Next, P of F. What is the P of F? P of F. F is nothing but the card drawn is an as. What is the probability? The probability that the drawn card is an as. Is an as. I am already told that one. How many as cards are there, students? How many as cards? 4 as cards are there. So that is nothing but 4C1 by 52C1. So that is nothing but 4 by 52. So that is nothing but 1 by 3. Similarly, P of E intersection F. E intersection F. Here it is a spade and here it is the as. That meaning is, what is this meaning is the probability that the drawn card is spade and as. So spade and as. So how many spade and as? Heart as is 1. That is the diamond as is 1. Spade as is 1. Club as is 1. So that meaning is the spade as is only one card is there out of 52 cards. Only spade is contains the 13 cards. Out of these 13 cards, you have only one spade card, that is the as is there. So out of 52. So that is nothing but probability of E intersection F. E intersection F meaning is nothing but, so that is nothing but, that is the 1 by 52. 1 by 52. So take this is the equation number 1. This is the equation number 1. So what we will take that? P of E into P of F is equal to, therefore P of E into P of F is equal to, what is the P of E, students? P of E is equal to 1 by 4 into P of F. P of F value is 1 by 3. So that is equal to 1 by 13. Not the 1 by 3 is that. So this is the 1 by 13. 1 by 13. Okay. So that is the 1 by 4 into 1 by 13. So that value is nothing but 1 by 52. So take this is the equation number 2. From 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, what we can declare that? P of E intersection F is equal to P of E into P of F. So P of E intersection F is equal to P of E into P of F. Then what we can declare, students? Therefore E comma F are independent events. E comma F are independent events. See that once again, students. First, what is that? E is the card, drawn is a spade. P of E is equal to the probability that the drawn card is a spade. How many spade cards are there? 13 spade cards are there. So 13 C1 by 52 C1, that is the 1 by 4. Next, P of F, the probability of the drawn card is an as. How many as cards are there, students? 4 as cards are there. So that is nothing but 4 by 52, that is nothing but 1 by 13. P of E intersection F, the drawn card is a spade and as. That is nothing but only one card is there. Spade and as, only one card is there. So that is nothing but 1 by 52. Take this is the equation number 1 and calculate P of E into P of F. So that is also 1 by 52. From 1 and 2, what we can declare that? P of E intersection F is equal to P of E into P of F. Therefore, E comma F are independent events. E comma F are independent events. See the second question. What is the second question, students? The second question is E. What is the E? What I will take that? P of E is equal to, P of E is equal to the probability that the drawn card, what is the drawn card, students? The drawn card is a black. The drawn card is black. So how many black cards are there? Out of the 52, we are divided into two parts, 26 red and 26 black. So that meaning is, what is the probability is here? That is nothing but 26 C1 by 52 C1. So that is nothing but 26 by 52. So that is nothing but 1 by 2. So what is the probability that the drawn card is a black? That is the 1 by 2. What is F? F is nothing but the card drawn is a king. The drawn card is a king. P of F is equal to, P of F is equal to the probability that the drawn card is a king. The drawn card is a king. So how many king cards are there? So 4 king cards are there. That is nothing but 4 C1 by 52 C1. So that is nothing but 4 by 52. So that is equal to 1 by 3. That is equal to 1 by 3. Therefore, P of E intersection F. What is the P of E intersection F? The probability that the drawn card is black. The drawn card is black and king. The drawn card is a black and king. So black and king, how many cards are there, students? So in the black colors we have two colors are there. What is the two symbols are there? Two suits are there. So that is nothing but club and spade. So spade you have one king and club you have one hint. That is nothing but in the black you have two kings are there. So that is nothing but I will take one card from these two. That is nothing but the 2C1. In the black you have two cards are there. In the black color you have two cards are there. One is the spade and one is the club. So out of these two I am taken 2C1 by out of 52C1. So that is nothing but 2 by 52. So that is nothing but 1 by 26. So take this is the equation number 1. So P of E into P of F is equal to, what is the P of E? P of E is nothing but 1 by 2 into P of F. What is the P of F, students? P of F is nothing but, it is a 1 by 13, not a 1 by 3. Okay, so that is a 1 by 13. 1 by 13. So that is equal to 1 by 26. So take this is the equation number 2. From 1 and 2. From 1 and 2, P of E intersection F is equal to P of E into P of F. So what we can declare that? Therefore, E comma F are independent events. A from 1 and 2, A comma B are independent events. Okay, so see that question, students. So see the third question. What is the third question is E. What is the probability of E in the third question? It is nothing but the probability of getting the drawn card is a king. The drawn card is a king or queen. So already know that king cards, how many king cards are there? 4 king cards. And queen, how many queen cards are there? 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. So out of these 8 you can select any one. So I understand that. So that is nothing but, so 8C1 by 52C1. So are you understand that? 4 king or 4 queen. So total 8 cards are there. Out of these 8 you can select any one. So that is nothing but 8C1 by 52C1. It will become that 8 by 52. So that is nothing but, so 4 2s and 4 13s will be cancelled. It will become that 2 by 13. Similarly, what we will take that P of F. So what is the P of F, students? See that one. P of F is equal to the card drawn is a queen or a jack. The probability P of F is nothing but the probability of getting that drawn card is a queen or a jack, is a queen or jack. So queen cards are 4 and jack cards are 4. Total 8 cards are there. These 8 cards you can select any one. So that is nothing but 8C1 by 52C1. So that is nothing but 8 by 52, so that is nothing but 2 by 13. 2 by 13. So therefore P of E intersection F, P of E intersection F. What is the meaning of P of E intersection F? The probability that the drawn chord is a king or queen, and a queen or jack. So that is nothing but this is the one set, this is the one set, and this is the one set. Are you understanding that? A intersection B. Are you understanding that? So in the intersection you have it is a king or a queen. Here queen or a jack. What is the intersection, students? Intersection is nothing but a queen only. So that meaning is in the intersection you have only 4. What is that? 4 queens are there. Out of these 4 queen cards you can take 1. So that is nothing but 4C1 by 52C1. So that is nothing but 4 by 52. So it will become that 1 by 13. So take this is the equation number 1. So P of E into P of F is equal to P of E into P of F is equal to 2 by 13 into 2 by 13. So that is equal to 4 by 169. So this is equation number 2. From 1 and 2, P of E intersection F not equal to P of E into P of F. Therefore E comma F are not independent events. Not independent events. E comma F are not independent events. Okay, students. So see that question. See the next question, question number 16. So what is the question number 16 is? In a hostel, 60% of the students read Hindi newspaper. In a hostel, 60% of the students reads Hindi newspaper, 40% read English newspaper, 20% read both Hindi and English newspapers. A student is selected at random. Find the probability that she reads neither Hindi nor English newspapers. Second question, if she reads Hindi newspaper, find the probability that she reads English newspaper. Third question is, if she reads English newspaper, find the probability that she reads Hindi newspaper. So what is the question is here? See that, students. See the solution first. So what we will take that? Let E1, let E be the event. Let E be the event that the selected reads Hindi newspaper. The selected student reads Hindi newspaper. So automatically, what is the probability? The probability of E, that is the P of E, is equal to 60%. So that is nothing but 60 out of 100. So that is nothing but 3 by 5. 3 by 5. Similarly, let F be the event. Let F be the event that the selected student reads Hindi newspaper, that is the English newspaper. So that is nothing but the probability of F is equal to, what is the probability of F? That is nothing but 40%. So that is nothing but 40 by 100. So that is nothing but 2 by 5. 2 by 5. So that is nothing but what is the first question, students? See the first question. Find the probability that she reads neither Hindi nor English newspapers. She reads neither Hindi nor English paper. And also they are given one more condition, E intersection F. So they are given that let E intersection F be the event that the selected student reads both Hindi and English. Both, that is nothing but the probability of E intersection F. So that is equal to 20%. So that is nothing but the 20 by 100. So that is nothing but 1 by 5. That is 1 by 5. These are concept, they are already given in the question. So what is the first question is, see that one, students. What is the question? Find the probability that she reads neither Hindi nor English newspaper. So P of A, that is the E complement intersection F complement. P of E complement intersection F complement is the probability that the probability that the selected student reads neither Hindi nor English newspaper So that is nothing but a P of E complement intersection F complement. So I am already given that P of E complement intersection F complement is nothing but P of, it can be written as P of E union F whole complement. P of E union F whole complement. That is nothing but P of A complement. P of E complement intersection F complement. In the set notation already know that E union F whole complement. P of A complement. P of A complement you can written as 1 minus P of A. So that is nothing but 1 minus P of E union F. So that is equal to 1 minus P of E union F formula, addition theorem on probability, P of E plus P of F minus P of E intersection F. So that is equal to 1 minus P of E value. What is the P of E, students? See that one. P of E is equal to 3 by 5 plus what is the P of F? P of F is nothing but the 2 by 5 minus P of E intersection F. P of E intersection F is equal to 1 by 5. So that is equal to 1 minus. So take the LCM here 5. So what we will get that? 3 plus 2 minus 1. So that is equal to 1 minus 3 plus 2 4. 4 minus 1 is the 4. 4 by 5. So that is equal to, take the LCM students, 5 minus 4 is 1 by 5. So probability of the selected student, that means she reads neither Hindi nor English newspaper. That is nothing but a probability of E complement intersection F complement. She does not neither Hindi newspaper and neither that is nor English newspaper. So probability of E complement intersection F complement. So this can be proved like that. Okay. So see the second question. What is the second question, students? So read that one. Second question B. This is the A actually. So this is A. Okay. So B. What is the B question? If she reads Hindi newspaper, find the probability that she reads English newspaper. They are asking the find the probability of she reads English newspaper. Already one event is occurred. That is nothing but she reads Hindi newspaper. That is the conditional probability. She reads English newspaper. What is the probability they are asking? But already she reads Hindi newspaper. So what is the meaning is that? See the second question. See the second question, students. What is that? B. What is the B question is? Probability of E is nothing but, what is that? E is nothing but a Hindi newspaper. So already they are asking what is the probability, they are asking English newspaper. So that is nothing but what we will take that probability of F given by E. Probability of F given by E. That meaning is we are calculating the probability of F. That meaning is she reads, what is the probability of she reads English newspaper. Given that already she reads Hindi newspaper. So that is nothing but what is this meaning is the probability that she reads, the probability of she reads English newspaper given that she reads Hindi newspaper. So are you understanding that? The probability of she reads English newspaper given that she reads Hindi newspaper. What is the meaning is that from the definition? Probability of E intersection F by probability of E. Probability of E intersection F by probability of E. So probability of E intersection F we are already calculated. That value is 1 by 5 by probability of E. What is the probability of E, students? See that one, that is a 3 by 5. So that is nothing but cancel the values here. 5 will be cancelled. The answer is 1 by 3. So the probability of she reads English newspaper given that already she reads Hindi newspaper, that event is already happened. Okay. So that value is nothing but 1 by 3. So similarly, see the question number 3. So what is the question number 3 is, if she reads English newspaper, find the probability that she reads Hindi newspaper. So what is the meaning is here, these two are reversed, and here it will become that probability of E given by F. What is the meaning is that the probability of she reads Hindi newspaper The probability of she reads Hindi newspaper given that she reads English newspaper. Probability of E given by F. What is the meaning is the probability of she reads a Hindi newspaper given that she reads English newspaper. So what is this meaning, students? P of E intersection F by P of F by the conditional probability of E intersection F by P of F. So that is equal to P of E intersection F value is nothing but 1 by 5 by P of F value. What is the P of F value is nothing but P of F is nothing but the 2 by 5. So cancel that, 5 and 5 will be cancelled, it will become that 1 by 2, it will become 1 by 2. So see that question, students. By seeing that the question is lengthy but a very easy question, if you can understand that, the answer is very easy, okay. So see that question, students, and understand that question first, okay. And complete the remaining question, students, question number 17 and question number 18. And once again I am saying that complete the examples before this exercise. The important questions are there, so complete that exercise, that is the examples before this exercise, and complete this 17 and 18 questions also, okay. See the next concept, students. So first you have to see this one, partition of a sample space. Partition of a sample space. So if you can take this sample space here, if you can take a sample space, we are taking that in a different, that is like this one, that is the sample space ES. We are taking that a set of events E1, E2 and so on, that is nothing but and so on En. So the set of events E1, E2, E3 and so on En is said to represent a partition of the sample space Es. These are called said to be the partition of the sample space F if the condition satisfies. The first condition is EI intersection EJ. EI intersection EJ is equal to 5. That is the empty, that is the disjoint sets. For all I not equal to j, comma I comma j is equal to 1 to n. If you can take the different numbers, the intersection is empty. There is no common elements for these any two events. So that is the E1, E2, E3 and so on En. So next see the second condition is the union of these events. The union of these events E1 union E2 union E3 union and so on En. It will become the sample space yes. It will become the sample space yes. So here it is called EI intersection EJ is nothing but mutually exclusive events. Mutually exclusive events. The union is equal to yes. The union is equal to yes meaning is exhaustive events. E1, E2, E3 and so on. The union is yes. Then it is called exhaustive events. Exhaustive events. And another condition is P of EI is greater than 0. Compulsory the probability of any event is greater than 0 only. That is everyone is a non-zero events. All are non-zero events, non-negative events. That is nothing but a probability of EI greater than 0 for all I is equal to 1 to n. So what is that one? The set A1, E2, E3 and so on En is said to be the partition of the sample space yes if EI intersection EJ is empty, that is mutually exclusive, and E1 union E2 union and so on union En is equal to yes, that is exhaustive. P of EI greater than 0 for all I is equal to 1 to n, that is a non-zero, that is a non-negative events, non-zero and non-negative events. So then we can say that E1, E2, E3 and so on are called the partitions of the sample space yes. Okay, so see that. So see the next theorem, very important one. So theorem of total probability. Theorem of total probability. So what is the statement is, see that one. Let E1, E2, E3 and so on En be the partition of the sample space yes. or the union of the, that is the partition of the sample space, yes. And suppose that each of the event E1, E2, E3 and so on, En has a non-zero probability of occurrence. Already I am given the definition in the previous one. Okay, let A be any event, let A be any event associated with S. A be any event associated with yes. Then what is the condition? P of A is equal to P of E1 into P of A given by E1 plus P of E2 into P of A given by E2 and so on, P of En into P of A given by En. So it is in the form of a summation. We can take the sigma j is equal to 1 to n P of Ej into P of A given by Ej. So see that one, students. What is the proof of this one? So given, let E1, E2 and so on En be a partition of the sample space of the sample space, yes. So that implies what is the, from the definition we can written as Ei intersection Ej is equal to empty, comma I not equal to j, comma I j is equal to 1, 2, 3 and so on up to n. And also we have E1 union E2 union and so on union En is equal to yes, is equal to yes. So already know these two conditions from the previous definition. Okay, so here what I am taking that let A be any event associated with S. Associated with yes. What is this meaning is? So see this one, students. What is that meaning is here? If you can take this sample space. So this is nothing but here I am taking for example this is the A set, this is A set, and what is the partitions are already know that this is the partitions, already you know that. So what is that partition, students? So that is the partitions. So see this one, it is E1, it is E2 and so on, it is En. So this A is associated with the sample space yes. A is associated with S and the total sample space is partitions into n events, and also A is also here A is like this one. Okay, so here A be any event associated with S, so then A can be written as A intersection yes. A can be written as A intersection yes. So that implies A is equal to A intersection. What is the meaning of S? S is nothing but, what is the S, students? E1 union E2 union E3 union and so on union En. What is the meaning of S? That is the exhaustive events. E1 union E2 union and so on union En. It will become that. That is nothing but union An. So that implies A is equal to, apply the distributive law, what happens? A intersection E1 plus A intersection E2 plus and so on plus A intersection union, not that plus, it is the, after applying the probability it will become the plus. Okay, so that is the union. 1 minute. So that implies what we can apply that, apply the distributive law, students. What is the distributive law is? A is equal to, apply the distributive, A intersection E1 union A intersection E2 union and so on union A intersection En. A intersection En. Already we know that EI comma EJ are disjoint events for I not equal to j comma I comma j is equal to 1 2 3 and so on n. So EI comma EJ are disjoint. Any two EIs, that is E1, E2, E3, all are disjoint events. So automatically what happens? That implies A intersection E1, EI, comma A intersection EJ are also disjoint events. Are disjoint events for I not equal to j comma I comma j is equal to 1 2 3 and so on up to n. So ei comma ej are disjoint. Already you know that. Since why? Because already we are taken ei intersection ej is empty, so that meaning is ei and ej are disjoint events for I not equal to j comma I comma j is 1 to n. So automatically A intersection ei comma A intersection ej all are disjoint events. So if you can apply the probability here, P of A is equal to, therefore P of A is equal to what happens, students? It is the probability of A intersection E1 union A intersection E2 union A intersection E3, and you can take that and so on, union A intersection En. So already these events are disjoint events. Automatically you know the formula, that is the addition theorem on probability. P of A union B, it will become that P of A plus P of B if A and B are disjoint events. So here all are disjoint events. P of A union B, you can written P of A plus P of B if A comma B are disjoint events. All these are disjoint events. So this can be written as P of A intersection E1 plus P of A intersection E2 plus and so on plus P of A intersection En. P of A intersection En. So already you know that one condition by the multiplication theorem of probability. What is the multiplication theorem of probability? So I am already given that condition, students. Probability of E intersection F we can written as P of E intersection F, we can written as P of F into P of E given by F. P of E intersection F we can written as P of F into P of E given by F. So here how can you written this one? By using of that formula. So that is nothing but P of E1 into P of A given by E1 plus P of E2 into P of A given by E2 plus and so on plus P of En into P of A given by En, P of A given by En. So all the terms are in the same manner. We can take that 1, it is a 2 and it is n. So I will take that it is as a summation. We can take it as sigma j is equal to 1 to n probability of Ej into probability of A given by Ej. So see that one, students, if you take the 1 you will get the first term plus if you take the 2 you will get the second term and so on. If we take the j is equal to n, it will get that the last term. So therefore, what we can take it as P of A is equal to sigma j is equal to, that is nothing but, what is the formula is, that is nothing but P of E1 into P of A given by E1 plus P of E2 into P of A given by E2 and so on, plus P of En into P of A given by En. So that is equal to sigma j is equal to 1 to n probability of Ej into probability of A given by Ej. So this is the formula here. So see that one, students, a very important theorem. So what is the condition? By seeing that the problem is lengthy, but see that one, what is the concept is. First they are given that it is the partitions of the sample space. So from the definition of the partition, these are the disjoint events, all are mutually disjoint, that is exclusive events. So Ei intersection Ej is equal to empty, and the exact two events, the union will become the sample space. Let A be any event associated with the sample space. A can be written as A intersection S. Why? Because A is the subset of S. So A intersection S will become the A only. Yes, S can be written as E1 union, E2 union and so on union En. Apply the distributive, it will become that A intersection E1 union, A intersection E2 union, and so on union A intersection En. Already I know that Ei comma Ej are mutually exclusive events. So automatically A intersection Ei, A intersection Ej are also disjoint events. So automatically apply the probability P of A is equal to. Already if A comma B are disjoint events, P of A union B, it will become that P of A plus P of B. So you can apply the probability here. What it will become that P of A intersection E1 plus P of A intersection E2 plus and so on P of A intersection En. So here already we know the condition probability. What is the formula is P of E intersection F we can written as P of F into P of E given by F. So that is nothing but we can written as P of A intersection E1, you can written as P of E1 into probability of A given by E1 plus P of E2 into P of A given by E2 and so on, plus P of En into P of A given by En. It can be written as in the summation form sigma j is equal to 1 to n P of Ej into P of A given by Ej, P of A given by Ej. So practice this theorem, students. Tomorrow we will do the problems on using this theorem. Okay, so practice this theorem. So tomorrow we will continue the class. Okay.